resolution of vectors. What are the resolution of vectors or components of vectors? For understanding the resolution, there were two topics: components of vector in two dimension. Components of vectors in 2D. Components of vector in 2D. See, suppose this is a xy axis, xy plane. Two dimension plane means xy plane. Now I am taking a vector A. This is a vector A. I want to resolve this vector A along 2D component, along two-dimensional component. I want to resolve this. And this vector is made up of an angle theta from the horizontal axis. So now I am joining this vector tail to the origin of this two-dimensional plane. Now I am drawing the vector A over here. This is a vector A. And this vector is making an angle theta from the horizontal axis. So what will be the component of vector A along x-axis and component of vector A along y-axis? Then how will I find the component? So for finding the component, I am drawing a parallel line through the x-axis and another parallel line over here. See, this is a parallel line parallel to the x-axis. This is the parallel line parallel to the y-axis. And if we join this, then you see that this will become a parallelogram. Suppose this is a vector and this is another vector. So by using the concept of parallelogram law of vector addition, we may easily split this A vector into two components. Let the component along x-axis is AX vector and component along y-axis is AY vector. So by using the law of parallelogram law of vector addition, we can write it A vector is equal what? AX vector plus AY vector. Similar thing is over here. R vector equal to A vector plus B vector. So what is the component along x-axis? It is AX vector. Component along y-axis, it is AY vector, which is taken over here. See, I have taken it. Getting it? So we may easily divide with the help of parallelogram law of vector. Clear? And divide the component of vector A into two parts. Now you also know that any vector quantity can be written in the form of magnitude and direction. If you want to write this vector in the form of magnitude and direction, then you know that AX is the magnitude of A vector. And I explained that in unit vector topic, I cap is the direction along x-axis unit vector, or j cap unit vector is the direction along y-axis. So I can write AX vector, AX in the form of magnitude and I cap in the form of direction. And you know that this I cap tells only direction, as I discussed in previous lecture. So AY j cap is also a vector representation. So this is the vector representation. AX magnitude, I direction. AY magnitude, I direction. AY magnitude is along y-axis and AX magnitude is along x-axis. So AX and AY are the magnitudes of the component of vector A. Clear? If you want to find this magnitude in the terms of magnitude of A, you know that A vector have a magnitude A. So by using trigonometry, you will write here what? If we are taking, this is a P point, this is a Q point, then in triangle OPQ, which is a right angle triangle. So by using trigonometry, sine theta, if you want to write sine theta, so sine theta is equal to what? Perpendicular means what? QP QP is the length of this vector, and length of this vector is the magnitude of the vector. Magnitude of the vector is AY. So I am writing over here AY. Clear? And hypotenuse is this OQ, and OQ is the length of A vector. Length of A vector is A. So you will write it A. So from here, AY, which is the component of A vector along Y axis, will come A sine theta. So AY is the component of vector A along Y axis in terms of the magnitude of vector A and angle theta. So you will also put this value A sine theta, A cos theta, AX plus A sine theta j cap. You may also write it like that. Similar way, we can calculate AX also, which will come A cos theta. So if you will write cos theta, the cos theta is base is AX, hypotenuse is A. So AX in the same triangle will be A cos theta. So A cos theta is a component of A vector along X axis in terms of magnitude of vector A and theta. You may write it here. A is equal A cos theta I cap A sine theta j cap. So A vector is equal, A is common, cos theta I cap sine theta j cap. So this is the resolution of a vector in two-dimensional form, in which there are magnitudes AX and AY, A sine theta and A cos theta. These are the magnitudes of vectors. If you want to find the theta, then how will you find theta? For finding theta, we will divide this relation number 1 and relation number 2. By dividing these two relations, you know that A sine theta upon A cos theta is equal AY upon AX. Why? Because A sine theta is AY. A will cancel and the tan theta will become, why? Because sine theta upon cos theta, tan theta. It will become AY divided by AX. If you want to find the angle, this angle, so you will write theta is equal tan inverse AY upon AX, which are the components of the vector along y-axis and x-axis. So by dividing the component of vector along y-axis and x-axis, we may easily calculate this given angle theta. So this is the resolution of components of a vector in two dimensions. Now second, resolutions of the component of vector in three dimensions. Resolutions of the component of vector in three dimensions. Component of vector in three dimensions. For understanding this topic, initially we will understand what is a three-dimensional plane. This is the XYZ plane, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So this is the three-dimensional plane. Now I am going to resolve this given vector A in this plane. I am going to resolve this vector A in this plane. So for resolving this, I am drawing a cuboid over here for understanding the three-dimensional plane. So this is a cuboid or cube. which will tell you the 3D plane. Clear? Now I am joining this vector till this corner to that corner. This is the corner. Clear? This is a vector A, corner of this cube. One inner and this one is outer. So if this vector is representing this diagonal of the cube, then we may easily resolve this vector into three components. So along x-axis component, suppose it is ax vector. Along y-axis component, it is ay vector. Along z-axis component, it is az vector. So now the A vector is resolving in three components: ax vector, ay vector, and az vector. As you know, along x-axis there is a direction I cap, y-axis there is a direction j cap, and z-axis there is a direction k cap. So if I want to explain this, expand this in the form of magnitude and direction, then I will write it as axi cap, ayj cap, azk cap. So this is the resolution of a vector in three components. Ax is the x-axis component, ay is the y-axis component, az is the z-axis component. Now I am taking the directions of this vector from all the axes. Suppose alpha is the direction of A vector from x-axis, beta is the direction of this A vector from y-axis, and gamma is the direction from z-axis. So these are the directions, and we call is at a directions alpha, beta, and gamma. Clear? For finding these direction, we will use the trigonometry in this figure. How will I use the trigonometry? See, so this is a vector and this is a alpha, which will become a right angle triangle. So by using the trigonometry, I can easily find the value of alpha, beta, and gamma. So cos alpha is equal base, which is ax upon hypotenuse A. Cos beta, ay upon A. Cos gamma, az upon A. So when these alpha, beta, gamma is taken in the form of cos, we will call is a direction cosine. This is the important topic. Direction cosine of a vector. Direction cosine. And if you want to find the component form, so from this you will write ax is equal a cos alpha. From this ay is equal a cos beta. From this az is equal a cos gamma. So these three are the components of the vector. If you want to write this vector in the form of these components, then you can write it as a vector is equal a cos alpha I cap, a cos beta j cap, a cos gamma k cap. So this is the another representation of the resolution of the vector A along three axis or along in three dimensional plane. So these are the direction cosines. Clear? One important thing is here, when we want to prove one thing, if you want to prove that the sum of the square of the all the direction cosines, then what will be its value? So for finding this, it is cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. This is an important identity. If you want to prove this identity, then how will you prove it? You will use the value of cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma in left hand side. In left hand side, I am putting the value of cos alpha from here. So it is ax square by a square. Cos beta will be ay square by a square. Cos gamma will be az square by a square. And you are seeing over here a square is the same. So by taking LCM, we will write a square and here ax square, ay square and az square. And from the definition of modulus of vector, you know that a was under root ax square, ay square, az square. This was the definition of modulus of a vector. By squaring on both sides, you will write a square equal ax square, ay square, az square. This is the value of a square. Now by using this value here, I will write a square by a square, which will cancel and will give you 1. So it is proved. It is proved. This is the identity of the square of the direction cosines of component of 3 vectors in 3 dimensions. Clear? And another one identity is also which may come in proving, that is sine square alpha, sine square beta, sine square gamma is equal to 2. If you want to prove this, then how will you prove? By taking left hand side here, sine square alpha can be written as 1 minus cos square alpha by using trigonometric identity. And sine square beta will also be written 1 minus cos square beta. And similar way sine square gamma 1 minus cos square gamma. So see, this is the left hand side which will change like that. So 1 will become 3 minus common over here. We will write cos square alpha, cos square beta, cos square gamma, and its value is 1. So put the value 3 minus 1 is equal to 2, which is right hand side. So this is the another way by which we may prove the sum of sine square alpha plus sine square beta sine square gamma equal to 2, and cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. So this is the representation or resolution of a vectors in 3-dimensional plane. Now after this resolution, I am going to explain the product of the vectors. This is our third operation on the vectors quantity, vectors of vector quantities. So this is the product of 2 vectors. We may multiply 2 vectors. Product of 2 vectors. Now next topic is product of 2 vectors. I am going to explain product of 2 vectors. Which 2 vectors which I taken initially? Suppose this is the A vector which was I taken addition topic. Now next one is B vector. Same vector is over here. Theta is the angle between A and B. Now I am going to multiply these two vectors. So as in number section, we know that the multiplication 2 into 3 is equal to 6 and 2 dot 3b is equal to 6, both are same. But in the case of physical quantities, in case of vector quantities, this is not going to same. How? See, if I am going to multiply force and displacement, I am taking an example. Force is a vector quantity, displacement is also a vector quantity. If we use a sign cross over here, the answer will come torque, which is a vector quantity. But if we are not using cross, in the case of physical quantity we are using dot, the answer will change. It will become work, which is a scalar quantity. So this is the big difference in the physical quantity of products. When we are taking cross product, answer will every time will be vector quantity, and when we are taking a dot product, answer will every time will be scalar quantity. So cross product is also called a vector product and dot product is also called a scalar product. So there are two type of product over here. As I discussed previously, there are two type of product. One is dot product. Dot product. Dot product, in this product, dot sign will use as seen over here. So dot product of, you want to find the dot product of two vectors, then how will you find and define the dot product? And dot product example is that. Clear? Cross product example is that. Dot product is also called a scalar product. Scalar product. Scalar product of two vector. Dot product of two vector or scalar product of two vector, both are same thing. So for finding the dot product, what will be the definition? The dot product of two vector quantity A and B, suppose two vectors A and B is given, is the product of the magnitude of their vectors. Product of the magnitude of the vectors and the cosine of angle between the vector. This is the definition of dot product. What is the definition? The dot product of two vector is the product of the magnitude of two vectors and the cosine of the angle between the two vectors. Definition clear? Dot product of two vector is the product of the magnitude of two vector and the direction or angle, cosine angle between the two vectors. So this is the definition of dot product. Now, if I am taking A vector in the form of components, A vector is equal to AX I cap, AY J cap, AZ K cap. And another B vector is taken as a BX I cap, BY J cap, BZ K cap. And when you want to find the dot product, then how will you find? See, A dot B will be written as AX I cap plus AY J cap, AZ K cap dot BX I cap, BY J cap, BZ K cap. Now multiply it by this. So I will write AX BX I dot I plus AY BX j dot I plus az bx k dot I. I am multiplying by this term to all three terms. Clear? Now I am going to multiply it by this term. So by multiplied by axi. So it will be plus ax by I dot j ay by j dot j plus az by k dot j plus, now I am going to multiply it by this term. So ax bz I dot k plus ay bz j dot k plus az bz k dot k. So this result will come. Clear? Now I am going to use this relation for finding the dot product of the two unit vectors which are given here. Why? Because ax, bx are the scalars and magnitude, there will no effect. So for finding the dot product of the magnitude, I dot I is equal j dot j is equal k dot k. The magnitude product, the product of two unit vectors will, what is the definition? The magnitude of the a and b. Here magnitudes of all the unit vector, you know that 1. So it will be 1 into 1. Why? Because magnitude of I cap is 1, j cap is 1 and k cap is 1. Why? Because this is a unit vector. Unit vector have a magnitude 1. And the angle between I and I, it will remain 0. So we will multiply it cos 0. And you know that cos 0 is what? It is 1. 1 into 1 into 1 will give you 1. So the dot product of two similar vector will remain what? 1. It will become 1. So what are the similar vector here? This one I dot I and this one j dot j and this last one k dot k. So these are the similar, rest are different. Now I am going to find the magnitude dot product of I and different. I dot j, j dot k and k dot I. When the unit vectors are different, then what will be the answer? It will be 1 into 1 and cos 90. Why? Because you know that the angle between I and j is 90, j and k is 90, k and I is also 90. And cos 90 is what? 0. So 1 into 1 into 0 will give you the 0. So different type of dot product unit vector will give you 0. So if this is 0, then whole quantity will 0. So only the terms will left 1, 2, 3, all will, rest all will be 0. So I am going to write the answer. Ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. So this is the dot products of two vectors in the form of components of the vector. So dot product means what? Scalar product. Why it is called scalar product? Because when you are taking a two vector quantity in the form of dot product, answer will remain every time scalar. So this quantity will be scalar quantity. There is no direction. Two vector quantity when using in dot product will give you the scalar quantity result. Yes, scalar result. Getting it? By this formula, we may also calculate one thing. If you want to find the angle from here, then cos theta will be written a vector dot b vector upon a b. and you know that what is A vector dot B vector? It is here. So if you want to write, you will write it as AX BX AY BY AZ BZ upon A means under root AX square AY square plus AZ square. B means under root modulus vector BX square BY square BZ square. A means modulus vector of A, B means modulus vector of B, a magnitude vector of B. So this cos theta will also be used by this relation. This will be important for the numerical solving question. Clear? So by this way we may define the scalar product or dot product of two vector which is given here. Now I am going to explain the vector product of two vectors. When we are taking the vector product, then initially we will understand what is the definition of the vector product or cross product of two vectors and how we'll define the cross product. This will be our first initial concept. So for definition point of view, when we are multiplying two vectors in a cross product form, then how we'll write the scalar product? See, suppose two vectors are given A and B and I am going to multiply it in scalar product and their component form is same. So A cross B is defined as the, listen, A cross B is defined as the product of the magnitude of vector and sign of angle between with the vector with direction. N cap is the direction. So this is a magnitude and this is a direction. Magnitude and cap represent the direction. Why? Because answer of the product of time a vector quantity. Answer will be every time a vector. So in this there will be a magnitude and direction as well. So the definition is what? The cross product of two vector is the product of the magnitude of two vector and the sign of angle between them with direction. Now I am going to multiply it in the component form. So how will I multiply it? A cross B. I am going to find the formula for A cross B. So for finding A cross B, I will write AX I cap, AY J cap, AZ K cap cross BX I cap, BY J cap and BZ K cap. So for multiplying it, same process we will use. BX, we will use multiplication of BXI with all three. So AX BX I cap dot I cap plus AY BX J cap dot I cap plus AZ BX K cap dot I cap plus, now with multiply with BY J cap, AX BY I cross J. We will use cross over here, not dot, cross plus AX BY AY BY AY, BY, J cross J, AZ, BY, K cross J. Now by third term, BZ K cap, AX, BZ I cross K plus AY, BZ J cross K plus AZ, BZ K cross K. Clear? Now here when we'll use this result and want to find I cross I, J cross J, K cross K, the definition is product of the magnitude, it will become 1 into 1 and sine of angle between them, so it will become sine 0. Why? Because the angle is 0, angle between I 0, 0, 0, and direction, so the answer will be, why? Because sine 0 is 0, so total answer will be 0. Here the same term AX BX, AY BY and AZ BZ will become 0. Why? Because the cross product of the same unit vector is 0. But cross product of different unit vector is not 0. It will come a particular direction. See, I cross J will give you K cap, and J cross K will give you I cap, and K cross I will give you J cap. So this is the direction, and the opposite of this will give you negative, means J cross I cap is minus K cap, J cross K cap is minus I cap, K cross I is minus J cap, sorry, I cross K. K cross J and I cross K will give you minus I minus J. These will be the result. It means difference Ji, Ki will give you the result with the help of this. Then how will you know this relation will come? See, when you will multiply two vectors, the direction of two vectors after multiplication in vector product will be given by this rule. Suppose this is a two vector, A vector and B vector. When you are multiplying A with B, then direction of cross product will be, we will use by the right hand rule. We may easily find, see, the direction will be of that, invert the plane. When we are multiplying it with B to A, then the direction will be outward the plane. So the direction will every time perpendicular to the plane of two vectors where the two vectors are drawn. See, the direction will be perpendicular outward or perpendicular inward. It means the direction will remain every time in a perpendicular plane. When we are talking about the three-dimensional plane, so if we are multiplying I and J, so direction will be K, getting it? And when we multiplying this, the direction that depends on this law. Clear? So by using this law, I am writing over here, and by using this relation, I am going to solve this particular cross product. So now A cross B will come. See, this will become 0. AY BX. AY BX. And here is J cross I. See, J cross I. J cross I is minus K. So here will be minus K cap. Now third term, AZ BX. AZ BX. K cross I. K cross I is what? J. So here it will be positive J. Clear? Now plus. And fourth term AX BX. Fourth term is, I am writing here, AX BX. I cross J. See, I cross J is K. So it will be K. Clear? K cap. Now first, second, first was 0, second, third, fourth, and fifth it will be 0. Sixth term AZ BY plus AZ BY. But K cross I is here. K cross I is J. K cross J, not I. K cross J is over here. K cross J. K cross J. K cross J is minus I. It is minus I. K cross J is minus I. AX BZ plus AX BZ IK. IK. See, IK is minus J. So it will be minus J. Here will be minus J. Now last term AY BZ. AY BZ. And K cross J. Here it will be J cross K. It is J cross K. So J cross K is I. It is I. So see, one will be in positive, one in negative. Minus K, positive K. Plus K, plus J or negative J. Plus I, negative I. So the result will come out A cross B will be, I am combining both. Initially I am taking I. Where is I? C. So it is AY BZ minus negative I AZ BY. AZ BY I cap plus, now J. I am taking J. AZ BX. AZ BX minus negative J AX BZ. AX BZ J plus K cap. See, AX BX minus I, negative I, AX BZ. I K, AX BX K, and where is negative K? This A, it will be AXBY, not X, AXBY, AYBX, AYBX, here will be Y, so it will be K. Clear? So this will be the result which will come after multiplying two cross product, two vectors. Clear? Now we may write this relation in the short trick form for solving point of view. न्यूमेरिकल के सॉल्व पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू के लिए, सी हाउ विल आई राइट इट in matrix form. We may write it as matrix form A vector cross B vector. We may write I cap, J cap, K cap and AX, AY, AZ, BX, BY, BZ. So this is the cross product. Then how will you learn this easily? See, when you are talking about I, you will multiply this by this, will be the answer. Match over here. So AYBZ, AYBZ, rest will be minus. We may hide this one and this one. So AYBZ minus AZBY. AZBY, it will come with I cap. Clear? Which is over here. See? Clear? Similar way, when we are find the J component, then we will multiply this by this. Plus, so AZBX, AZBX minus AZBX minus AXBZ. AXBZ J cap. Plus, when you are talking about K cap, then we will multiply it by this. So this is our first step, this is our second step, this is our third step. So AXBY minus AYBX K cap. So this is the way by which you may easily learn this formula by the matrix method. Clear? Which is same. See, match both are same. Clear? So this is the cross product formula, which is very important for finding the numericals. Okay. Now two basic formula is also here for finding the angle. Now I am going to discuss it also in this lecture. See, two basic formula is what? For finding the angle, I explain one formula. For finding the angle between two vectors. Angle between two vectors if the vector is given in the form of component. So this is the very important formula. So initial first formula is cos theta, as I discussed. A dot B upon AB. By using of this formula, you may easily calculate the angle between two vectors. Now second one is sin theta. So by using sin theta, you can find A cross B mod upon AB. By using this way, you may find the angle. And third formula, by dividing this, it will come tan theta is equal mod of A cross B upon A dot B. Mod of A dot B vector. So this is the third one formula by which we may easily calculate the magnitude of two vectors. If you want to find the mod of A cross B, so you know that A cross B is here. When you want to find the mod of A cross B, the mod of A cross B will be mod of A vector cross B vector will be under root of this square plus this square plus this square. Clear? So AY BZ minus AZ BY whole square plus AX BX minus AX BZ AZ BX AX BZ AZ BX AX BZ minus az bx whole square plus ax by minus ay bx whole square. By using this formula, you may easily calculate the mod of A cross B. Getting it? So this is the almost in vectors topic. I think you have to understand, guys. And if you have to understand, so please like and subscribe my channel so that all students may get benefit in this lockdown period. Thank you.